Twitter questions. I mean, this sort of actually is something we just sort of talked about. So Starry, Edwin. But the question is, what do you dislike about your character? Now, I know it's your job to sort of justify him, but we've just said that Theon suffers from self-hatred. So maybe what does he dislike about himself?
I would say he... Oh, God, that's a hard one, isn't it? He dislikes the fact that... I would say he... I guess he dislikes that is not happening anymore. I'd say he dislikes that, yeah, for sure.
I can't blame him. Nobody can blame him for that. I think that's why you get sympathy.
Exactly.
Ronald Pollock wants to know, I think we've just answered this too. Has he paid for his betrayal?
Yes, definitely.
Absolutely.
He's paid for his betrayal, and we'll see whether David and Dan thinks he's paid for his betrayal, but we just don't know. We'll see what happens.
Well, you're coming back. I know you are. We've seen you in the trailer. So
yeah.
Setsuo asks, which actor or actress is the furthest from their character? I hope that's Jack.
Yeah, I would say it's Jack. Yeah, or Lena.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lena is a laugh. Just such a great person, and just really, really fun to be around. And I think to the point, she actually says she gets a bit freaked out sometimes when people come up and say they love her character, because she's just a bit like, how can you love that character? Do you know what I mean? So.
What do you mean? Cersei's hilarious.
She is, but that kind of says a lot about Lena, doesn't it? Is that she's just this lovely, lovely person, and it shows what a great actor she is, and also that I think she's probably, her and Jack are definitely furthest away from their characters, I think, for sure.
Well, I think that people love the character. That doesn't mean they love the character, like they'd want to be friends with
Exactly, yeah. So, yeah.
So Michael Shaman wants to know, what was your best day on set and what was your worst day on set?
My best day on set was probably the first day.
The very first?
Yeah, definitely. The pilot was fun, but it was all sort of an experimental thing then, and it was when we came back and shot the first. Right, I guess. Well, my memory is not serving me correct, because the first scene, I guess the funnest day or the fondest memory I have is when we were all in the courtyard, when Robert and Jamie and Cersei all arrive in the horse-drawn carriage. And they come into the courtyard, and then Robert says, "You've gotten fat," and Robert says, "You've gotten fat." So I think for us, just for all of us, because very rarely do we get to stay in one place together, that's a fond memory that I have. So I'd say that was probably the best day for me, was that day. And there was a really funny moment as well, when because we all have to rise in unison and go down. So we have to go down in unison for the king, and then rise up in unison. And obviously we can't see him because all of our heads are down like that. And I won't say who, but one person just rose up really quickly before everyone else, and then just looked around and just like that, and then came back up again. That was bloody hilarious. That made us laugh a lot, because we were all quite nervous, and then for something like that to happen, it just all made us very, very relaxed. Do you know what I mean? So
I hope it was Arya.
I'm not going to say. It was very, very funny though. And then the worst day was probably a choice of two. Being up on that mountain, so the execution scene in the first series, it was so cold and so windy, and I mean, I'm talking from an actor's point of view. I'm not really talking from as acting.
Sure,
maybe I should be saying that, but I'd say.
No, I think you should say.
From a human point of view, from Alfie Allen's point of view, I would say that one of those days, it was either a day that we shot the execution scene, which was really, really hard, or it was this season which we just shot. So I shouldn't say that.
Okay. We'll look forward to seeing your worst day, and then we'll talk about it again after it comes out. Hope Cassie Sheward wants to know, if you could play another character, who would it be?
Tyrion.
Right?
Definitely.
I want to play Tyrion. He's the most awesome.
Exactly.
He does it so well.
He does it so well. But he just. I guess now it's kind of hard being Tyrion, but definitely to start off with, it looked like a lot of fun being Tyrion, for sure.
Yeah. He gets some great lines, though. That actually brings me to another Twitter question, which is from Pineapple Martin, which is, what's your favorite line?
Oh, I know what it is. Oh, it was when I was doing that scene with Osha. What, of my line or just anyone's line?
Both, either, whatever.
Okay, my
free
favourite
flow.
line is actually it's not that line. My favourite line. Oh, I can't say it. And whoever kills that horn blowing will stand in bronze above the shores of Pike. That's a pretty good line.
That is an awesome line. That was an awesome delivery. I like the self-bleep, too.
Yeah, exactly. that was a pretty good line. And I guess of the whole thing, I wouldn't be able to say. There's so many. I wouldn't be able to say, but there's definitely there's so many good lines. But I'd say that's definitely my favourite Theon line for sure.
Finally, David wants to know what for you has been the most shocking Game of Thrones moment.
I thought that moment in I can't remember. I think it's the third series where they kill that baby. That was really, really shocking.
It's full on infanticide. It was a lot of babies.
I was really like, whoa. At that point,
I think we only see the one, but yeah.
No, I mean we don't even see it though, do we?
Don't
It's
see
like
it.
it just happens, and that's what makes it even more horrifying.
Yeah.
It's just like that it's happening, you know, and it's that really, really shocked me. I was like, wow.
I'm glad you said this because we did a list of the worst things that happened on Game of Thrones, and I advocated for that sequence, and it lost out.
Did not many people go for that sequence?
No, I got it in at number 2, but number 1 was the first big
What
shocking
was the first
death.
one? What was the first one?
The first big horror.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. That was it. Yeah, I guess as a Game of Thrones fan, that would be my most shocking moment. But as a human, that was definitely my most shocking moment. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being with us. We're looking forward to the Blu-ray release of Season 3 and especially the return of Season 4. I can't wait to see what happens with Theon this year.
We'll see what happens.